more about something that was one of the panel questions actually, which is you've talked a lot about balancing your research activities between publications and grant writing and working with graduate students, which I feel like is the easy part of balancing. The hard part of balancing is how do you do all of that while also teaching and doing service? So I'm wondering if you could talk a little bit about strategies for that, particularly as you move into this sort of mid-career phase and how that's different from pre-tenure.
So I don't know if I should publicly admit this. What I discovered was that with teaching, that I would spend the vast majority of my time doing that and not enough time on research. And so I decided that in order to get my credentials where they needed to be, and this about halfway through as an assistant professor, I needed to flip that. And so what I would do is I would block a couple of hours before class to do class prep, and I would put myself basically in rush panic mode for class. And since I was in rush panic mode, I could say no to other stuff and focus very intently on it. I will tell you, my teaching evaluations did not suffer when I did this. When I squeezed my prep time for class, it didn't suffer. It's harder for first time teaching. I got it down to where I would do 2 hours of prep for 1 hour in the classroom, and if it was a new, it had to be 3.5 hours. That was the minimum I could get it down.
Did that include grading?
No, grading, my trick on grading has been to hide out at the tea room and just, to not let it linger. To just, if there was an exam the next afternoon, I would hide out in the tea room, drink a little bit too much tea, and just make sure I got it all done. I also paid out of my own IRAD, my own TA, so I didn't wait for the university or the department to allocate those. If I needed somebody, I paid for it because my time was real valuable. Does that help?
That does.
I will be forthright and tell you that my ability to submit proposals has plummeted moving into administration. I've not been able to figure out that juggle. So it's a do as I say, not